I want to welcome you to the one teaching on Catfish Bootcamp on Foundation. I want you to learn this very seriously, listen to it, then take note of every instruction and guideline. This is what will help you to build the right knowledge and the skill you needed for you to move on to attain. Now, I will be talking about production and farm management, which is the blueprint, the infrastructure, opportunity, and sourcing. So let's look at what is catfish. Firstly, catfish farming is the controlled cultivation of catfish, most of it primarily Glorious, Garipinus, from the fingerling stage to table size for profit. Why catfish? Why catfish? Look at the hardiness. The hardiness, catfish possesses a labyrinthine organ, that is a breathing accessory, which allows them to survive in low oxygen water where other fish would die. Why catfish? High demand. It is a staple in the point and key culture, smoked fish export, and household protein. Now, let's look at the growth cycle. The fingerling to menage 300 gram to 500 gram, that you will get 3 to 4 months. Fingerling to table size, that is 1 kg plus, you will get 5 months to 6 months. Scale of entry. You can enter as a small scale, having 100 to 500 fish at your backyard or home base. Medium scale. You can have up to 1,000 to 5,000 fish, that's commercial tank, small 80 pounds. Then large scale, that is an industrial scale estate. You can have to 10,000 plus fish. Let's look at the production systems involved. You're choosing your home, that is the place they will wish to be, that their home. The choice upon depend on your land, depend on your water availability and your budget. So let's look at different production system. 1, 80 pond. This is best for large-scale commercial farm with access to vast land and natural water tables. What are the benefits? It mimics a natural habitat. Fish grow faster due to natural plankton. The next other production system, which is their home, is concrete pond. It is best for those in urban area and having permanent structures. What is the benefit? Very durable, easy to wash, and disinfectant between batches. Then Tarpaulin, so plastic pond. Tarpaulin, so plastic pond. It is best for beginners and tenants. It is best for beginners and tenants. What is the benefit? Low cost, portable, can be dismantled and moved, and require minimal space. Tank system, that is recirculating or small scale, best for home use and intensive urban farming. Benefit: it maximizes vertical space, easy to manage water quality. Hatchery basics and fingerling management. Hatchery basics and fingerling management. The hatchery is the mentality word of the farm. The hatchery is the mentality word of the farm. Even if you don't breed your own fish yet, you must understand where they come from. Sourcing strategy. That is very key as those of us now involved and those attempting to evolve. Never buy from a cheap source. A stunted fingerling will eat your feed but never grow, leading to massive financial loss. So then the healthy fish checklist. So the checklist for you to know whether a fish is healthy. 1. Activities. They should swim away quickly when the water is disturbed. So this is when you know that the fish is healthy. Uniformity. All fish in the batch should be roughly the same size. If some are much larger than the shooter, they will eat the smaller ones. So you can see your your checklist. Then physical integrity. No red spot, no white fuse, and no bent spine. Physical integrity. No red spots, no white fuse, and no bent spines. Reaction. They should rush toward feed immediately. So you know these are the healthy checklist for your head of your fish. The nursery pipeline. The nursery pipeline. The egg, the right arrow, which are the fry from day 1 to 14. So then the egg, then stroke the right arrows, which is the fry from day 1 to 14. Then fingerling is week 3 to 6. Then juvenile is week 6 to 10. So we advise beginners should always start with juvenile, which is 10 kg, 10 gram plus, because they have higher survival rate than fingerlings. So let's do some little. I'll give you some work to do. Let's look at the pond comparison table. You calculate the cost per liter of water for each pond type based on local material prices, block, cement, or tarpaulin. 2. Let's look at live inspection drill. Okay, then the setup. Provide 2 bowls of fish, one containing healthy juvenile, the other containing stress or stun fish. The task. You use a hand net to move the healthy fish into a third bowl, explaining why they reject the others. Site selection checklist. Let's look at it. Site selection checklist. Slope. Is the land flat or slope? Slope land is easier for drainage? Water. Is there a borehole or a constant stream? Security. Is the area prone to flooding or theft? I will ask question now. I call it competence assessment. Hey, you're going to start up a fish. You have 100 or 200 thousand amount of money and a 20 to 20 feet space. Which production system will you choose and why? Which production system will you choose and why? You remember I've told you the various production system. If you arrive at a hatchery and see fish hanging vertically at the surface, should you buy them? Why? All right, third question. Explain the difference between a broodstock and a juvenile. So this is where I bring to close the one bootcamp teaching on catfish. So the two is coming, and you will get it. Please like, share, and subscribe for more of this. Practicalize it. Everything we are doing is to build you. Whatever we are just doing is just for administrative purpose. We ask you to pay for the whole sum. Even only today is more than 3,000 plus. 3,000 naira. We charge you for all, both for certificate 3,000. So this is one of the things you need to understand. Thank you for listening. This is brought by Agri-Empower. Agri-Empower is a smart farming platform. Thank you.